a first-round bye and home field advantage with a win. On the 4-yard line right now, why wouldn't you go to Travis Kelce? I mean, this guy, you can call him a tight end if you want, but he's really a receiver. First tight end in NFL history with multiple 100-plus catch seasons. All right, Chiefs are down 4. Mahomes to DeMarcus Robinson. That's right, 2 number ones right there. They take the 3-point lead, but listen, Atlanta Falcons fans, you know, the Falcons have been so good at the end of games, right? Here they are, they got a chance to tie the game. Young Wei Koo, he's been perfect all year. He can't believe it. He pushed it right. Matt Ryan can't believe it either. That is their season in a nutshell.
I bet Matt Ryan actually can believe it.
Yeah, he probably can. Good point.
I mean, he's pumped up. They clinched the number 1 seed and a first-round bye.
And let's take a look now at the AFC playoff picture. After Sunday, the Chiefs clinched the number 1 seed with that win over those Falcons. The Colts are now on the outside looking in after that loss to those Steelers. They would need a win and one of the other 10-5 teams to lose in Week 17 to get in. And we've got one more AFC matchup tonight. The Bills head to Foxborough to take on the Patriots. If the Bills win, they will move back into, this is big for them,
more
the number 2 seed. More football. We can't get enough.
It's been the best weekend ever.
That's right. That's right. So now we know in this conference, the road to the Super Bowl goes through Kansas City. But is it the Bills guys who are playing the best football in the AFC right now?
The Bills are really good, and it's going to be fascinating to see them go up against their big brother tonight. Yeah. You know, he used to just bat them around for years. They may be playing the best football in terms of what they've strung together, but I am still going to direct all my attention to the Kansas City Chiefs. Right now, the Chiefs are taking some this morning because they needed a missed field goal to win. They didn't win pretty. They didn't score a lot of points. I have to come back to this. Since November 10th of 2019, the Kansas City Chiefs have lost 1 game. They've lost 1 game. That includes 3 playoff wins. That one loss they lost by 1 score to a division rival, and they put up 32 points themselves. No, it's the Chiefs. It is still the Chiefs. It's always going to be the Chiefs. I just think yesterday proves the point. They're so hard to beat. They weren't good yesterday. Mahomes was pretty flat. The defense didn't have any momentum. The Falcons' defense was fantastic and playing with their hair on fire. The Chiefs won. It was like every ingredient to beat the Chiefs. They still won. So listen, the Bills are no joke. Like, they are going to run through somebody, I think, in that opening round. It's not going to be the Chiefs who will be at home. The Chiefs next will get on an airplane if they're going to travel to Tampa, Florida. They do not play another road game until then. But listen, they're not putting up the style points yesterday. I still have to direct it there. They're still the juggernaut. They're still the one. Haven't lost a game. Lost 1 game since November of last year. I think it's the Chiefs.
Yeah, respect the Chiefs. I can care less how they win the games. You look at the postseason last year, I'll keep bringing it up to remind people they were down to the Texans, came back and won. They were down to the Titans, came back and won. In the Super Bowl, they were down to the 49ers. So don't tell me about these guys struggling to get victories. It's all about getting wins at this point in the season.
Those Bills, though.
Those Bills. They look really good. They're strong. They have everything. They have a quarterback who should be in the conversation of MVP, even though Aaron Rodgers, I feel like, is a winner. And then you have a run game that's strong, right? Hard-nosed defense. And you have wide receivers that can make play for you, led by Stephon Diggs. But with that said, I would like to direct attention elsewhere, too.
Where are you going?
The Baltimore Ravens.
Okay.
The Baltimore Ravens look good, and they've been through a lot this season.
Okay.
Guys on the COVID list, guys being banged up. Lamar Jackson, is he falling off? I mean, I thought he was our unanimous MVP. And people say, well, Nate, what about the teams that he played? Okay, what about those teams? The Cowboys, they beat them handily. We're talking 34-14.
Cowboys won 3 in a row.
Yeah, exactly. And then you look at the Browns, who were hot. They beat the Browns. Then they faced the Jags, and what do we say all the time? Beat the teams you're supposed to beat. And they blew the Jags out, and then they beat up on your Giants. So you're talking about heating up at the right time, playing well at the right time. I would say watch out for the Jags. And you said something, it might have been like a month ago. Kyle said, don't let Lamar Jackson get hot.
Right.
Don't let the Jags offense figure it out. And all of a sudden, it looks like they got the juice back. Lamar's taking off from the pocket and running past everybody. Wide receivers are making plays. Oh, and by the way, Des Bryant is back throwing up the X. I'm just saying, don't count out those Ravens just yet.
Yeah, don't throw an X up on them.
That's a fact.
And they beat the Giants without Marcus Peters, right? He's banged up. Marlon Humphrey's been balling, so that's pretty good. Look, this is, you know, style points matter right now for this conversation, right? We're talking about who's playing the best right now.
They do.
So let's just go. I mean, this is straight cash versus credit, right? We're talking about the Buffalo Bills, dollar bills, yo. Right? They're straight cash right now, right? They're playing
Make it rain,
great.
make it rain.
We're going to find out tonight, though, whether that cash holds up and if they run out of cash. Right? So the divisional opponents and the Patriots, look, they've had their number, but look, they're donning the T-shirts and the hats for the first time since 1995. I don't even know if you were born then, but that's how long it's been for the Bills to get that divisional win. The credit that I'm talking about is the Kansas City Chiefs. You look young. I told you look great.
Thank you.
Turn back the clock. You're like the Curious Case.
I was alive in 95, though. But I was born in the 70s.
You're like Benjamin Button.
Thank you.
Credit. All right, credit is the reigning Super Bowl champion. Patrick Mahomes led Kansas City Chiefs. That is the credit that I'm talking about right now. And if you want to buy anything, you want to buy that hardware, you want to buy the gold, you better have some credit. Cash will only get you so far. So, look, Edwards-Helaire went down with an injury. That changed things. Le'Veon Bell was a little banged up. He looked hurt in that game. So they need those guys to get healthy. That first-round bye would certainly help that. But I still think they're the best and most dangerous team in the NFL, let alone the AFC right now. And to your point, sometimes, look, like a shooter in the NBA, all right? You go out and you're clanking it off the rim, You need one shot, and at the end of the game, you make the three, you're the hero, and that's Mahomes and the Chiefs.
No doubt about it.
Well, a couple things about the Bills real quick. They do anticipate getting John Brown back.
Yep.
That will help an already stout receiving core. They have a great receiving core, you know.
For sure.
The other thing is, you know, Shaun McDermott, very much a one play at a time, one day at a time kind of head coach, and like that comes across. Quietly, since he took over 4 years ago, he has challenged his team to envision. I get chills with this stuff because I'm such a football nerd. But he has challenged his team to envision at Bills Stadium hosting a playoff game and walking up, you know, the course to the stadium and then to the field, going down to the field actually when you go out there, and imagining those moments. They're going to get there. You know, with a 2 seed, they would get there.
For sure.
So, you know, I do think there's a little, you know, you believe in karma, you believe in kind of process. We love that word in sports, right? Yeah. The Bills have lived that now for 4 years under Shaun McDermott and Brandon Beane, who's built a heck of a roster. Right. You want to build a roster. There's the blueprint.
For sure. I believe in inside information, Kim. Do you think Rap Sheet has any today? Ooh.
I'm going to go yes, because he's my guy.
Always does.
I am absolutely going yes. He is my guy.
Sheet.
That's right. Let's bring him in. Ian, you reported over the weekend that the NFL may expand the regular season next year. What is the latest?
The NFL is, in fact, expected to expand the regular season next year. This, according to me and colleague Tom Pelissero, Kim, a dramatic shift in the NFL calendar, which, of course, has featured 16 games since 1978. That's a long time, but that is expected now to change. Contingent on one of the TV deals getting done before this decision is made. That's according to the CBA. That would help usher in the change to 17 games. And this would have wide-ranging ramifications. First of all, it would bring in more money, about $1 billion more for that extra week. That would help a little bit the salary cap for the next year. As of right now, slated to be a floor of $175 with the added game that potentially could take it up a couple $1 million per team. That would help offset some of the losses from this year, and of course the lack of revenue that has been brought in. As far as how this would work, it would be an 18-week overall season, so there would be one bye. You would move the Super Bowl back 1 week. That would be something that would put the Super Bowl in the middle of February. And then as far as the preseason games go, you would not have 4. You would either have 2 or 3. All of these things still to be decided. But, yes, the expectation is the league calendar would be changing dramatically, adding a 17th game in the regular season for all teams.
Ian, you're my guy. I hear more football. I say yes. Thank you, Ian Rappaport.